Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen Overdrive Initiative Phase 6. The XenoThreat incursion is imminent, and Alpha 3.23.1a is about to go live. CIG put out a message. Attention citizens, we hope you enjoyed taking on Overdrive Initiative over the last few weeks, disrupting XenoThreat's plans both on foot and in the cockpit. We wanted to give you a heads up shortly after the release of Alpha 3.23.1a. XenoThreat is preparing to turn up the heat and bring its full might to the Stanton system. If you are looking to complete all 5 phases of the Overdrive Initiative ahead of the incursion, now is the time. Open the priority tab in your contracts manager to get started, though I think you might be really pushing it if you're trying to get started now, but if you want to try and get them finished, yeah, do it now. So yes, if you want to earn yourself a F7A Mark II rental and the upgrade from an F7C Mark II to an F7A Mark II, you need to complete those 5 sets of Overdrive Initiative missions, and then you claim the completion reward mission, which will appear on your mission manager. Once the XenoThreat incursion, Phase 6, begins, you're not going to be able to complete those previous missions anymore, at least this time around. It's very possible that CIG will run the full Overdrive Initiative again in the future with the same Hornet Mark II rewards, but we don't know. I wouldn't worry too much about FOMO here, though. There will be plenty of ways to get the ship in-game. If you want an F7C Mark II or an F7A Mark II, you don't have to buy it with real money. Obviously, at the moment you do, but you'll be able to get it in the game entirely in the future. Now, this is a great little marketing move from Cloud Imperium. This will make people buy the F7C Mark II, then play the game a lot to try and get that upgrade to the F7A Mark II, but it's not an essential purchase. That said, the ship is pretty overpowered at the moment, though that should be somewhat addressed with the 3.23.1a release. Don't expect it to be such an agile ship as it has been, because those numbers were incorrectly doubled for its agility for all its thrusters and movements and stuff, so just bear that in mind. That has been addressed with that patch. And expect further balance with 3.23.2 and 4.0, though this is true of all ships and weapons because they're evolving master modes and there's huge changes with the engineering system. After you complete the XenoThreat incursion, you'll also earn yourself some XenoThreat armor. I said earlier actually about marketing, and it's an interesting thing. They've depreciated the Hornet Mark 1s as well. So that appeals to players that want to collect rare ships, and they might want to buy them before they're out of their shops in-game, out of the shops on the RSI store. And there will be other ways of getting yourself a Hornet Mark 1 in the future, but they're sort of going, actually the Mark 2s are out, and they're going to be selling those in-game and on the storefront sort of instead of those. Now, yeah, you're going to be able to get yourself a Mark 1 in-game in the future. Bear that in mind, but this sort of has lots of different tastes for lots of different types of buyers, yeah? Whatever kind of buyer you are, your taste might be fulfilled because you might want to get yourself a Mark II, you might want to get yourself a F7A Mark II, you might want to collect one of these older ships. XenoThreat this time around as well includes some updates, I believe. There's new cargo, there's boardable Idrises, there's AI and NPC loadout updates. Also, there are a ton of general ship flight and EVA updates, stuff like that, that just makes the event a load better. As long as there are no major connection issues, sort of no entirely unresponsive AI, desync problems, lag problems, mission not progressing problems, stuff like that, you're going to be in a relatively good state. Obviously, performance issues, not ideal, but it's Star Citizen, it's an alpha. You can expect a mini ship sale when XenoThreat goes live, with ships that are sort of suitable for doing the XenoThreat Phase 6 stuff. So things that can help with cargo, combat ships in general. That Alpha 3.3.1a patch, I'm expecting to go live probably later today, if not tomorrow. And XenoThreat, I think they want to push it for the weekend if possible, so bear that in mind. I think it will sort of turn up Friday evening, and that would be my expectation, but we will have to wait and see. And all of this is sort of coinciding with Alien Week, which is starting, which kind of makes sense as XenoThreat really don't like aliens much, so you can expect some alien ships on sale too. We had a new Star Citizen Alpha 3.23.1a open PTU patch, which is sort of the reason that CIG are kind of ready to push XenoThreat now. It appears that this patch is a release candidate for live, or at least close to being one, and the patch has been highly focused on Jumptown and XenoThreat events. The latest build combines many of the service and server hotfixes that they've applied to the PTU since the last PTU release. There's a load of additional sort of stability, performance, and bug fixing that's gone into this. They've updated XenoThreat, which now appears to be fully functional. Previously, there were issues with AI and the mission not progressing. There has been lots of optimizations here. However, there is still significant performance issues for some players, especially during some of the more high-octane combat scenes. They're trying to solve this, I believe. They're trying to get some additional performance improvements in. We've had a Hornet Mark II tuning pass, so the F7A Mark II lateral strafe capabilities have been fixed and now should be in line with tuning expectations. They've also lowered boost fuel use for the entire Anvil Hornet series. Major sort of fix has been implemented with infinite load screens and 30k crashes. CIG cleaned up a load of known major issues with the patch, but there are a variety of issues CIG are still trying to solve with the build. Repair, rearmor, and fuel services not working properly, items not being dropped properly, ASOC terminals fading to black when they shouldn't, inventories becoming inaccessible sometimes, docking arms not extending when you're requesting dock, the tutorial can spawn items in the wrong area, laser mines explode even when you don't touch them, there can be mission completion issues, Grimhex bodies don't despawn, and NPCs shoot you if you have a criminal rating at Grimhex when they shouldn't. Also, the Tiger Claw hacking chips are missing from the shops there. AI can be broken in elevators and spawn closets. Mantling in some areas doesn't work. EMPs cannot activate. There are a few more issues, mostly minor, and there's a load that CIG haven't listed that they are sort of looking at as well. But we should get a few more of them fixed before that build goes out to live, even if that is a release candidate, even if they push it later today. Expect a couple more of them to be fixed. Just that's the nature of the way CIG develop this stuff and the way they push out patches. And yeah, you can expect some improvements to performance and some more sort of bugs fixed there. I am not expecting a wipe with this patch going live. The patch does express some exploits, though, that people have been using to generate huge amounts of Alpha UBC, so CIG could wipe certain players or something. They'll always wipe if they need to. So yeah, you can expect that patch real soon. XenoThreat, again, real soon, just a little bit after that patch has been released. And Alpha 3.23.2, the cargo patch, should be going to Evocati shortly, if not by the time you've seen this video. Expect to see more on that by the end of the month. Could be live by the end of the month, although it's much more likely to sort of be mid-July now for 3.23.2 and that cargo patch. But I'm really interested to know what you think. Are you excited for XenoThreat and assumedly Jumptown being run a little bit after XenoThreat in this latest build? Are you going to be jumping in? Are you going to be playing it? Have you had a terrible time during the PTU? Are these events that you don't enjoy? Has XenoThreat burnt you so much because it causes lots of server problems often? Obviously, CIG want to get the data from running these events as they're pushing towards server meshing and optimizing their servers and stuff like that. So it is super helpful data for them. Star Citizen is in alpha for a reason, but I really sort of want to know what you think on that. And have you got yourself a Hornet F7C Mark II? Have you been playing in those first 5 phases of the Overdrive initiative? Whatever your thoughts or questions, please chuck them in the comments below, and check out some links down below as well. We've got nordvpn.com/BoredGamer, the best darn VPN we ever did advertise on the channel. You can use the links there to get a discount and better accessibility, privacy, and security on the interwebs. I use it. I love it. Something else I use is a Tobii eye tracker. Oh, natively supported eye tracking and head tracking in Star Citizen. Very high precision with the Tobii eye tracker. I love it, and maybe you will too. Use the links below for that and things like Game Glass and more, all cool stuff for Star Citizen. Every month we have a ship giveaway, and for June we are giving away a Freelancer Miss, which is a fantastic little multi-crew missile boat. We're also bundling this with a Pulse, the little tiny bike with the big laser on it. You'll get lifetime insurance on both of those and a Star Citizen game package. So all you need to play Star Citizen, all you need to do to be in for a chance of winning that is comment on any of my videos made during June. Good luck to you. Also, if you want to further support the channel, please consider clicking the join button under my videos. It really does help. There's also Patreon on loads of affiliate links and stuff like that down below in the video description and in the comments, so check those out, and that helps the channel out too. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great June. Thank you for watching to the end, and don't forget to click all the things down below, or at least the things you want to click on.